All right, True Crime Grapevine fans, it's me, Patty Lee. We have a number of family annihilator stories. Yay! Right in time for Father's Day. Drinking my obligatory Moscow Mule. It's a virgin, unlike myself. True story. All right, family annihilators. Case 1 comes from Ohio. Ohio's been having a lot of crime cases lately, hasn't it, folks? It's the heart of it all, I guess. Chad Doerman, 32-year-old Chad. Have you heard about him yet? I wish we hadn't. So today that I'm filming this is the day after Father's Day. This all went down on July 16th. June 15th, last Thursday. So what happened, or at least what do we think has happened so far? So map time. I don't know if you can see the map behind me, but here's Cincinnati. And down the Ohio River, there's this little city called New Richmond. And outside of New Richmond, on a little rural area, is the home of Chad and his wife, partner, and their 3 boys, and I believe daughter. I think they're all shared. We're not quite sure. This is sort of a breaking story. It'll break your heart. But there's still a lot that's not very clear. But they are on the rural outskirts of New Richmond, Ohio, if you looked it up, which is southeast of Cincinnati along the Ohio River. So here's the beautiful mom. I don't know if you can see. I should probably get in closer next time. There's the mom. Three beautiful boys. I do know their names, but I don't know if it's ethical to say them. Somebody, like it, you know how the sleuths are on the internet. They've found out. I'm just going to tell you, and they have really cute names. We don't really say juveniles' names, because when they've done something wrong, these boys did nothing wrong. They're Hunter, Clayton, and Chase. They are 7, 4, and 3. They do have an older sister, and we're not saying her name because she lived, thank goodness. She was not harmed. She ran away. I really hate to tell you this, so if you are a person who hates to hear about when little kids are harmed, please just click off this video, because this story is gonna kill you. It's really sad. We don't know what happened about 4 o'clock on Thursday, because the first 911 call was at 4:15 by the mother screaming that her babies were being shot. Hysterical, of course. She had been shot through the hand because at some point she tried to get her hand in front of her husband partner's rifle. One of the boys tried to run away, and he was hauled back, and they were lined up and shot. Nice father, right? We don't know what this 32-year-old man was thinking. Apparently, 6 days before, he had taken them to a game. They have pictures of them enjoying this outing, and his father had seen him and said he seems great. Everything was wonderful. The 2 days before, he was taking pictures of them. Was he saying goodbye? What the hell happened? He made his wife watch this go down in their yard as one does on a Thursday afternoon. The girl ran away. At 4:18, there was another 911 call from a woman driving past the house saying that she saw a young girl screaming, "Her daddy is killing everyone." Like, that girl's not going to have problems. I hope she didn't see too much, but it seems like she might have. Like I said, the mom apparently was made to watch. Now, it sounds to me like, I don't know about the daughter, but if she was allowed to leave, but it sounds to me like that man was angry and was doing that weird thing that people do about, like, if they want to really hurt the mom, they'll take their babies. I don't know. He was twisted at the time, obviously. So, yeah, he's charged with 3 counts of aggravated murder. He faced Judge J.C. Nigel this past Friday. The bond was set, like his defense attorney said he thought bond should be $75,000, which I don't think this guy's a pot to piss in, so it really wouldn't matter. But you have to make, I believe, if you even get bond, I think it's 10% maybe that you have to make up in the bond usually, unless it's a cash bond only. Anyways, the prosecutor said, yeah, how about we make it 20 mil? And the judge was like, yeah, 20 mil sounds about right. Now, I just want to tell you, reportedly, this SOB didn't start crying. I'm sort of blocking him, but that's okay. He doesn't really deserve to be seen. He didn't start crying until they said 20 million was his bond. So, nice guy. Sorry, it's so freaking upsetting. So here's Chad Doerman. This other picture down here, yeah, this is the a-hole with his, oh, look at his lovely hunting rifle. Yeah, and he just waited for the guys to come up. Now, the body cam was leaked. I don't know by whom. And the asshat is just sitting there like, well, you know, we have some that really isn't going to show up. But here's some of the statements that he said that he was caught. I ain't mad. I ain't nothing. He's also quoted as saying, I'm sober. As well as, I'm not going to hurt nobody. What? You're not going to hurt nobody? You done hurt people. What? When the officer asked, what's going on, man? He answered, nothing. Nothing. Yeah. So, and then he very calmly declared that he had confessed to planning and carrying out the deaths. And he had been planning for several months. All right. Take a drink if you have one. If I had a shot, I'd do it. Oh, I can't, but I wish I could. Okay. There is something very unusual that happened in New Richmond. Late February, there was another annihilation of an entire family, and it occurred just like 15 minutes away, also in New Richmond. In fact, the school system had to send out, like, we can't believe this happened again, because there was a 13-year-old in the other case. So I'm wondering, and I would love your feedback. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to ask you to like and subscribe, but I would really love your comments and any ideas that you think, you know, unaliving yourself, if it's promoted a lot, like in schools, if it happens, or in certain communities, all of a sudden there's like a bunch of them. We're not sure if it gives people an idea, or like with the Golden Gate Bridge, when people would jump, they said stop putting it on the news, and then they wouldn't have so many in a row. I wonder if there's anything similar to this, because he said he'd been planning this for several months. And several months ago, it was in the end of February, that this other case happened. So what happened? The Cain family, and I call it an annihilation because that's, to me, when somebody, usually everybody is attempted to be unalived, including the perpetrator. In this case, it was unusual because it was a mom, and it took place, but in the same city, just at February 27th. So if you can see, this is the Ohio River. Kentucky's over here. This is Ohio, and this is where it took place, and this is the house. It is 8.9 miles away. So this guy obviously heard about what this other parent did. Now, that other parent, let me just show you. Unfortunately, the shooter was Theresa Cain, and she was 46. They had moved in the area in the 1990s from Connecticut and bought a house. And the dad, Stephen Cain, he's 50. There's Ethan, unfortunately, who was unalived. William Felton is her father. I think that's him, but I'm not sure if that's just the kids with... there was no picture of her father, but he was unalived. Now, and then she unalived herself. And the thing was, it happened as deputies were approaching the house. I thought I had a picture of that. It happened as deputies, were approaching their house to evict them. So they think they went in, and first of all, 0 moving boxes. And they had spoken with her a number of times saying, okay, well, the mortgage company that bought the house, that you're being evicted, and now you've got to get out. And she said, well, can you come back? Like, can we have this much time? And they said, yes, but at 10 o'clock we're showing up. So they showed up, and she came out on the porch, then she went inside, and they heard a bunch of shots, but they think that was her. They think she had done everybody else earlier, but there was no moving boxes. So basically they think she didn't tell anybody that they were underwater. She didn't tell anybody that they had lost the house completely and that they were being evicted that day. They said everybody looked like they were awake and had been up. Anyway, a 20-year-old daughter, Samantha, did survive. And she has been going through rehabilitation. If you'd like to look it up, you can look. There's still a GoFundMe for her to help with her rehabilitation and medical costs. But she has survived, and as far as I know, is still being rehabilitated. So that is at least whatever. But it just makes me wonder. We don't know. Like I said, this just happened Thursday, but why this guy did such a horrific thing. Was he losing his house? I mean, were they in some horrible financial situation and he got an idea? But then why just the small children? And he didn't do anything to himself? Or, I mean, I don't know. Do you think he thought his wife was being unfaithful, and so he was going to punish her by taking away what she loved the most? Because we know when a woman says she's going to leave, maybe she wasn't doing anything, but what if she said she was going to leave? I don't know. It's just very strange. So we will find out more because there is a child who was around who will be able to tell the police, and he will be adjudicated. So we will find more. Anyways, sorry for that lovely, horrible story. And I think the family is setting up a GoFundMe for the boys' funerals. It's just unbelievable. That poor mom. I can't even believe. She's at the Cincinnati hospital, the same hospital they took the 20-year-old girl to in the end of February. So again, tell me in the comments, what do you think? Do you think people get an idea about this? It's just so strange that he would do what some person had done just months before and said that he was planning it for months. I don't know. What do you think? I will let you know on an update. And, you know, if you're a praying type, pray for that family. If you're not, send good vibes. I don't know. That mom and the daughter are going to need a lot of help to get over this. All right. Bye.